Hello, light manifestors. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself completely at peace, feeling fulfilled and loved by someone who sees and honors your entire soul. Now, open your eyes. What's stopping this from becoming your reality? If you're tired of empty dates, lonely nights, and asking yourself, why do I keep attracting relationships that just don't work out? Then you're in the right place to start a major transformation. My name is your name, and welcome to the Spiritist Light Journey channel. Today, we're diving into sacred love. I'll show you why conventional methods fail and how you can spark real change through deep inner work, aligned with the true law of attraction for soul relationships. You've tried it all, haven't you? Vision boards with your perfect partner's face, full moon rituals, every law of attraction book you could find, but the result is always the same: frustration and loneliness. Let me tell you a life-changing truth. The problem isn't you, it's how you're searching. Soulmate love isn't something you hunt for on social media or in dating apps. Sacred love manifests from within. It comes from a process of vibrational alignment and inner work that turns you into a magnet for this loving energy. Over the next 10 minutes, I'll guide you to transform neediness into sacred magnetism. This is the only guide you will need for a love that not only lasts, but also elevates you spiritually. I promise that by the end of this video, you will have a clear map to becoming the complete version of yourself, one that effortlessly attracts the love you deserve. Before we go on, do something simple but powerful. Make sure you resubscribe to the Spiritist Light Journey channel and have turned on notifications. This is your commitment to the universe and to yourself, saying, I am ready to receive this transformative light. If you agree, type I am ready to change my love life. In the comments, your energy will be felt by our entire community. Now, let's get to the root of the problem: neediness. Many people believe they need someone else to complete them, to fill an emotional void. When you vibrate at the frequency of I need someone, the universe understands you're incomplete. And what does it send you? Mirrors of that need, either equally incomplete partners, creating toxic cycles, or just more loneliness until you change your vibration. True inner work starts with emotional self-sufficiency, with the commitment to becoming your own soulmate. You are not half of a couple. You are a whole, complete being. A soulmate connection is the meeting of two whole individuals who expand together. I invite you to do some honest reflection. In your journal or just in your head, list all the things you do to avoid being alone. Binge-watching shows, overworking, endless parties. These are often just ways to escape your own healing process. Your alone time is sacred. It's your time to reconnect with your essence. Also, think about the passions and hobbies you've set aside. Your soulmate will be drawn to your radiant passion, not your anxious waiting. So, identifying and investing in what makes your heart sing is essential. When you reach a state of completeness and personal fulfillment, June Nolan hair asterisk, need asterisk, a partner you asterisk, desire asterisk 1. This shift in frequency, from need to radiant desire, creates a natural magnetism for sacred love. But here is a classic mistake to watch out for: unconsciously projecting what you want in a partner. Often, what you demand from someone else is actually a reflection of what you're rejecting in yourself. If your list asks for a calm and stable partner, maybe you're running away from your own emotional instability. The next step is to cultivate vibrational coherence. If you want loyalty, honor your own promises. If you want compassion, be compassionate with yourself. If you desire financial stability, work on stabilizing your own finances and energy. Ask yourself every day, am I the person who would attract my sacred love today? If the answer is no, then you have your work cut out for you, and that's exactly what this journey is for. If this message has touched your heart and you want more people to find this path, click the share button and send it to a friend who also needs this. And don't forget to leave a like. It's like sowing positive karma in our Spiritist Light Journey, helping YouTube recommend our content to others who need it. Finally, take a moment for your journal. Reflect on this question: if my soulmate arrived today, what areas of my life would I feel ashamed of? Use your answer as a roadmap for immediate transformation. This exercise is your gateway to integrity and authenticity. And with that, we conclude the first pillar of our journey. You are the magnet And it's a complete love that you want to attract. In the next chapter, we will release the ancestral wounds that sabotage your relationships, cutting the karmic ties that bind you to the past. Get ready to activate a powerful visualization technique that will change your love life. Click on the next video to continue your transformation. Hello, light manifestors, and welcome back. If you joined us for Chapter 1, you already know that becoming a magnet for sacred love starts with your inner work. Today, we're going to dive even deeper, embarking on a journey of liberation that'll transform your love life forever. You might not realize it, but your personal love map was shaped long before you were even born. Those painful relationships you've experienced, or the ones you're afraid of repeating, aren't just isolated events. They are deep, resonant echoes from your family lineage. We call this the karmic loyalty contract. Imagine carrying energies and patterns imprinted on your very being by your parents, grandparents, and even great-grandparents. It's like an invisible yet incredibly powerful inheritance. Perhaps your grandmother experienced abandonment. Your father repeated cycles of betrayal, or your mother attracted partners who mirrored her own unresolved wounds. Without even knowing it, you might be unconsciously trying to correct this inherited pain. You might find yourself seeking partners who trigger these same old patterns, keeping the cycle going. The real inner work to attract your soulmate is to consciously decide that this chain of suffering ends with you. You don't have to carry the pain of others like a heavy burden. Instead, you can honor the past while choosing a completely different story for yourself. You absolutely deserve a love that is free from the shadows of the past. To start this process of liberation, let's begin by identifying these family patterns in detail. Grab your journal and create a table with 3 columns. In the first column, write down the romantic challenges you observed in your parents or the primary figures who raised you. In the second column, list your own current relationship difficulties. And in the third column, try to identify the core belief that connects the first to the energetic root that causes you to repeat these cycles. Let me give you an example. If the couple who raised you lived in a state of constant silence and emotional distance, you might find yourself attracting partners who also struggle to open up and be vulnerable. If your childhood was filled with arguments and conflict, you might now either avoid confrontation at all costs, or, conversely, attracts chaos because it feels strangely familiar. And here's the secret. Your soulmate isn't coming to heal your wounds. They're coming to honor your wholeness. If you try to manifest love from a place of unhealed trauma, you'll likely attract a wounded healer, someone who is also dealing with their own pain, which can create a deep imbalance in the relationship. Now, let us move to the most powerful part of this chapter. A technique for visualization and karmic cutting called the Sword of Light. Find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed. Sit down, close your eyes, and take a few deep, centering breaths, focusing your awareness on your heart space. Imagine yourself standing in a beautiful, serene clearing. To your left, you see the luminous, shadowy figures of your female lineage. To your right, you see the figures of your male lineage. Acknowledge each one with gratitude, thanking them for the journey that brought you to this moment. Now, silently or aloud, say to them, I see you. I honored the sacred history that brought me here, but this history is not mine. Visualize a magnificent sword of light materializing in your hands. It can be a brilliant blue or a deep violet. This sword is forged from your pure, unwavering intention. Point this sword towards the energetic cord that connects you to your lineage, a line running from your solar plexus all the way back to your ancestral roots. With firmness and conviction in your voice, declare, I say your full name. Break now and forever all contracts, vows, and karmic ties that bind me to suffering and the repetition of my family's patterns. I release my future, and I free myself from the past. I choose wholeness, I choose happiness, and I choose a sacred love. Free from these old cycles. As you make this declaration, feel the energetic cord sever. Feel the separation, the immediate lightness that follows, and the vast, open space that is now ready for new, positive energy to flow into your life. Take a moment to just be in this new state of freedom. If this technique brought up deep emotions for you, I invite you to write "freed" in the comments below. This is a way to celebrate your personal rite of passage and connect with others who are also on this transformative journey. In our next chapter, we're going to uncover an even more subtle belief that can block your path to love, spiritual guilt, and feelings of unworthiness. Get ready to anchor the energy of spiritual royalty and finally let go of emotional bondage for good. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on the next video to continue your journey. I'll see you there. You might meet someone wonderful, someone with amazing potential, but through the filter of your past pain, you don't see them for who they are. Instead, you see a ghost of someone who betrayed you. You project your old fears of rejection onto this new person, unconsciously sabotaging the connection before it even has a chance to blossom. You end up reacting not to them, but to a memory. On a spiritual level, the law of attraction is beautifully simple and incredibly precise. Like attracts like. This isn't just about thinking positive thoughts. It's about the very frequency you vibrate at. If your core energy is vibrating with the pain of victimhood or the bitterness of resentment, you will inevitably attract relationships that mirror and amplify that same dynamic. You'll find yourself in a cycle, wondering why the same painful stories keep repeating with different people. The common denominator, the energetic anchor, is the unresolved pain within you. So, what is the key to breaking this cycle? What is the greatest, most transformative gift you can give not only to yourself, but also to the future love of your life? It's forgiveness. Now, I want to be very clear about what forgiveness means from a spiritual perspective. It is not about condoning what happened. It's not about letting someone off the hook or saying that what they did was okay. Forgiveness is not a favor you do for the other person. It is an act of profound self-liberation. It's you taking your power back. And this leads us to the most important part of this process. Self-forgiveness. Before you can truly forgive others, you must learn to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for not knowing better at the time, for staying too long, for not speaking your truth. Self-forgiveness is the first and most vital step towards unconditional self. And self-love is the absolute bedrock for attracting a healthy, whole, and fulfilling relationship. When you love and accept yourself completely, you set the standard for how others will love and accept you. You teach the world how to treat you. Now, let's move from theory to practice. I want to share a powerful and transformative method with you that can help you cut these energetic ties for good. It's called the Energy Cord Meditation. Find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed. This cord represents the unresolved emotional connection, the lingering pain. Now, with a feeling of love for yourself and with firm resolve, I want you to say either aloud or silently in your mind these powerful words. I forgive you and I release myself from you and from this pain. I thank you for the lesson this experience has taught me, and I now cut this tie. As you say these words, visualize a brilliant pair of golden scissors or a sword of violet light appearing in your hand. With one clean, decisive motion, see yourself cutting that cord. Watch as the two ends separate and dissolve. Feel the immediate sense of lightness. Then visualize a beautiful, healing light, perhaps golden like the sun, or a cleansing violet flame pouring into the space where the cord was attached to you. See this light filling your entire solar plexus, cleansing, healing, and sealing that area with pure, divine love. Feel your own energy returning to you, whole and complete. I encourage you to repeat this meditation daily, especially if the wound is very deep. Keep doing it until you can think of that person or that situation without feeling that sharp sting of pain. Your goal is to reach a state of neutrality, or even gratitude for the growth the experience provided. When the emotional charge is gone, you know you are free. Once these old wounds begin to heal, an amazing thing happens. You start to fill that empty space, that void you might have felt, not with another person, but with your own essence, your own light, your own love. The feeling of lack, the desperate need for someone to complete you, simply disappears. It is replaced by a sense of wholeness, and from this place of fullness, you are no longer attracting from a place of need, but from a place of overflow. This is when a true, healthy arrival can occur. So, here is your challenge for this week. I want you to get real with yourself. In the comments below, I invite you to declare the 3 biggest emotional wounds you are now willing and ready to forgive and heal, to make space for the new love you deserve. By writing them down, you are making a powerful commitment to your own healing journey. Always remember, the more complete and whole you are on your own, the more complete and whole the relationship you will attract will be. Your inner world creates your outer world. Thank you for joining me on this profound journey today. In our next chapter, we will learn exactly how to define and declare your intention with crystal clarity and powerful vibration to call in your true love. You won't want to miss it. If this message resonated with you, please show your support by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing this light with others. Let's strengthen our amazing network of manifestors together. I'll see you in the next video. Hello, light manifestors, and welcome back. In our last meeting, we cleared the soil, cleansing the roots of our loving energy. Now, it's time to plant the seeds of the future we truly desire. Welcome to the Spiritist Light Journey in Chapter 4 of Or Seria. Think of the universe as a vast ocean of possibilities. Tu navigate. Eat. You need a clear GPS. Inner work isn't just about cleansing. It's also about conscious building. We must know exactly who we want to call into our lives, not just superficially, but in soul and in essence. So, let's talk about the incredible power of specificity. Just telling the universe, I want a good love, is like asking for some food when you're hungry. It's too generic. The universe responds to the frequency and clarity of your request. If you're not specific, you might attract partners who seem good, but aren't your true soulmate. Now, here's a crucial warning. Avoid focusing on physical appearances or external attributes like a bank account. This severely limits your field of manifestation and traps you in superficial concepts that do feed the soul. Instead, focus on the spiritual and emotional qualities you desire, and the type of relationship you want to build together. Here's a practical exercise for you. Grab a pen and paper. I want you to create a list of up to 10 non-negotiable spiritual and emotional qualities for your sacred love. For example, deep mutual respect, a shared commitment to growth, clear and affectionate communication, emotional stability, or an alignment of life purpose. Remember, this list is a mirror. It should reflect your own inner work. The universe resonates with who you are. Don't ask for something that you aren't willing to offer yourself. Your list is a contract with yourself first, and the universe second. Now, let's move on to creative visualization. This is the most powerful language you have to communicate with your subconscious and the universal field. It's not just about imagining, it's about feeling. Let me teach you a technique I call the mental cinema. Find a quiet place, sit down comfortably, take a few deep breaths, and calm your mind. Now, here's the key. Don't try to imagine your partner's face. That's limiting and can block the flow. Instead, visualize a simple, affectionate, everyday interaction. Picture yourselves laughing together while cooking a meal, or having a deep, meaningful conversation on the couch. Feel the joy. Feel the peace. Feel the profound sense of security this connection brings you. That emotion is the vibrational signature that the universe reads and responds to. It's the magnet. Repeat this visualization every morning when you wake up and every night before you sleep. But don't do it as a desperate plea. Approach it as if you're recalling a real future memory, something your energy field is already registering as true. This shifts your vibration from wanting to having. Finally, let's talk about the power of your words through decrees and affirmations. Words are pure creation. They are vibrating sounds that act as powerful tools to reprogram your subconscious mind and shape your reality. Here are the golden rules for creating your decrees. First, always use the present tense. Say I am ... double quotes, or I have ... double quotes. The future tense keeps your desire in the future. Second, always be positive. Avoid negations. Instead of saying, I don't want to be lonely, affirm, I am fulfilled and surrounded by love. And third, begin with gratitude. I am so grateful because ... Gratitude amplifies your signal to the universe. Here are a few powerful examples you can start using today. Repeat them with conviction. I am a complete and whole being, and my soulmate finds me in the fullness of who I am. I am so grateful for the balanced, loving, and spiritually aligned partnership that I now share. My frequency of love attracts the highest expression of soulmate love at this time. Repeat these affirmations several times a day in the car, in the shower, while looking in the mirror. Feel the truth in them as you speak them. So, to summarize, true manifestation unites mental clarity, heartfelt emotion, and the vibration of the spoken word. Your role is to be the architect of your loving reality. You hold the blueprint, the materials, and the tools. If this chapter resonated with you, please leave one of your essential soulmate qualities in the comments below to inspire other manifestors on this journey. Share this video to help strengthen our beautiful community. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next. In our next chapter, we're going to address a fundamental challenge: the art of letting go, trusting in divine timing, and avoiding the anxiety that can block your manifestation right when it's about to arrive. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next chapter. Hello, seekers of light, and welcome back. If you've been following this profound journey to manifest the love of your soulmate, I want to congratulate you on getting this far. Together, we've healed past wounds, clarified our intentions, and learned to let go of anxiety. Now, we're diving into a truly transformative topic: preparing your physical and energetic environment to welcome the love you so deeply deserve. You see, the universe operates on vibration. The energy you send out is directly influenced by the space you inhabit. So, preparing your environment is like creating fertile soil for the seed of sacred love to grow strong and healthy. If your home, your room, or even your sacred space is cluttered with dense energy or negative memories, it can act as an anchor, holding back the manifestation of your true partner. Let's start with the basics: organization and cleaning. It might sound simple, but this step is absolutely fundamental. A clean, well-lit, and airy space represents a fluid energy field, one that's ready to receive new, positive vibrations. Begin by It's time to get rid of broken objects, clothes you no longer wear, and old papers that remind you of difficult times. Every single object you discard is a release of stagnant energy. Think of it as making room, not just physically, but energetically, for something new and beautiful to enter. But it's more than just the physical stuff. Pay close attention to the energy of the objects around you. Old photos that bring a pang of sadness, gifts from painful past relationships, or anything that just gives you a feeling of discomfort. Consider removing them or storing them away. Your goal is to create spaces that inspire lightness and joy. Think soft colors, natural plants, and items that evoke a sense of inner peace, like beautiful crystals. A loving environment should also be a treat for the senses. Uplifting aromas like lavender, rose, or sandalwood can create an atmosphere where love can truly blossom. Use candles with intention. Play music that brings you a feeling of peace and harmony. Try making this a daily ritual. For example, before you go to sleep, take a few moments to prepare your bedroom as a sacred temple, a sanctuary for rest and love. Now, beyond your physical space lies your personal energy field. This is the subtle, invisible space that surrounds your body, and it's vital for your personal magnetism. Have you ever felt unexplained fatigue, a lack of motivation, or a sense of being stuck in situations that no longer serve you? These could be signs of trapped or heavy energies around you. A powerful practice for cleansing your energy field is smudging with herbs like sage, palo santo, or rue. Perform a smudging ritual in your rooms and around yourself, visualizing all dense energy being purified and released. You can complement this with energetic baths, using salt and herbs in the water to restore your vibrational balance. Let's talk about synchronicities. These are the beautiful, coded messages the universe sends to guide you. It could be a number you start seeing repeatedly, a chance encounter that feels like more than just a coincidence, or a dream that brings a clear message straight to your heart. The key is to stay attentive and sensitive, so you don't miss these little glimmers of light the universe is shining on your path. To sharpen this awareness, I highly recommend keeping a synchronicity journal. Write down what you saw, what you felt, and how it connects to your journey of manifestation. This practice not only strengthens your connection to spiritual guidance, but also builds your confidence that you are on the right track. You'll start to see the patterns and realize that nothing is truly random. Another powerful tool for preparing your environment is creating a sacred love altar. This doesn't have to be big or elaborate. It can be a small, dedicated corner with symbolic elements that are meaningful to you. Crystals like rose quartz, pink or white candles, fresh flowers, or images that inspire peace and unity. This altar acts as a physical anchor for your intention. It's a daily reminder of the beautiful purpose you are working towards. By nurturing your space and your personal energy, you send a clear, powerful message to the universe. I am ready. Am open. I am receptive to a love that honors my soul. You are essentially building a luminous, irresistible invitation for your soulmate to find you. Remember, preparing your environment is an ongoing process. It's a dance between action and receptivity. You can set aside a little time each week to review, organize, and renew this energy, adjusting it based on the signals and synchronicities you receive. Now, I would love to hear from you. What symbol or object represents sacred love for you? Share it in the comments below and let's get this beautiful energy flowing through our community. If this content has illuminated your path, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Spiritist Light Journey. This helps us continue this journey of evolution and love together. In our next chapter, we'll explore how to build a relationship together, keeping that eternal flame burning and aligning your purposes to grow with your soulmate. Get ready for some inspiring, practical tips. Until then. Hello, Light Manifest. If you've been following our journey, I want to congratulate you on your commitment to your spiritual growth and your path to love. You've been preparing your environment and learning to recognize the signs from the universe. Now, it's time to turn our focus inward, to the real powerhouse behind attracting your soulmate. Self-confidence and Think about it. You can do all the external and energetic work in the world, but if you don't feel worthy deep down, the energy you're sending out is mixed. The universe responds to the frequency you vibrate at, so without a strong foundation of self-love, everything else loses its power. So, let's start with self-confidence. This isn't about being arrogant or needing to be the center of attention. True self-confidence is a quiet, deep certainty that you are whole and complete, just as you are. It's knowing you're capable of handling whatever life throws at you, and that you can stand by your values, without needing anyone else's approval. When you radiate this energy, you transform insecurity and doubt into personal power. This creates a magnetic field around you. It doesn't just attract people. It attracts the asterisk. Right, asterisk. People who will respect and honor the strength you've cultivated within yourself. But how do you build that kind of confidence? It starts with a deep reconnection to self. And I'm not talking about loving your appearance or your achievements. I mean a love that goes to the very core of your soul. True self-love is about accepting, embracing, and honoring every single part of yourself, even the parts you might think of as imperfect or flawed. It's about forgiving yourself for past mistakes and celebrating every small victory, no matter how insignificant it might seem. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and compassion you would offer to a dear friend. Now, let's get practical. I want to share a powerful exercise to help you build this inner foundation. Grab your journal, and I want you to write a letter to yourself, but write it as if you're writing to your best friend. Start by listing all the qualities, talents, and virtues you see in yourself. Ve. Ge. Enero. Os. Think about your kindness, your resilience, your sense of humor, your creativity. Write it all down. Next, I want you to gently acknowledge the parts of yourself that you find difficult to accept, but instead of judging them, frame them as part of your journey of learning and growth. These are not flaws, they are lessons in progress. Finally, end the letter with a powerful statement of commitment to yourself. Something like, I choose myself, ilo myself, no matter what, and I am dedicated to becoming the best version of myself. For myself, every single day. Doing this exercise with sincerity, maybe even making it a daily practice, creates a profound reconnection with your inner self. That feeling will start to resonate in every cell of your body, changing the very energy you emit. Another amazing technique is using daily positive affirmations. You can say them in front of the mirror, in your car, or just repeat them silently to yourself. The key is to asterisk. Feel asterisk. The truth of the words. Here are a few you can start with. I am worthy of unconditional love. My inner light shines brightly and attracts true love. I honor myself and respect my boundaries. Every day, I become more whole and happy within myself. Say them with conviction. Let the words sink in and become a part of your belief system. Remember, the journey to finding external love always begins with a relationship you have with yourself. The more whole and confident you feel, the more aligned you'll be to attract a partner who truly honors that. Of course, this path isn't always easy. Fears and doubts will pop up. Your inner critic will try to sabotage you with thoughts like I'm not good enough or I do undeserve to be happy. Dizzy's normal. When those thoughts arise, don't fight them. Take a deep breath and see them as an opportunity to practice self-compassion. Ask yourself, what is this belief trying to protect me from? How can I embrace this part of me with love instead of criticism? Be kind to yourself. High expectations and harsh self-judgment are the biggest blockers to love. By strengthening your inner world, you'll notice a huge shift in your outer world. You'll carry yourself with more confidence. You'll communicate more authentically. This natural, genuine radiance is incredibly attractive and seductive, far more than any pickup line or fancy outfit. Now, I'd love for you to join our community in this practice. Share in the comments below which self-love affirmation or quote inspires you the most. Which one will you commit to repeating every day? Your story could be the spark that helps someone else on their journey. If this chapter resonated with you and brought you a little closer to your own heart, please show your support by liking this video, sharing it with someone who needs it, and subscribing to Spiritist Light Journey for more transformative content. Get ready, because our next chapter is one of the most important yet. We'll be diving into the art of resolving inner conflicts and creating harmony with others, preparing you for a truly conscious and lasting love. You won't want to miss it. Thank you for being here. See you next time. Hello, soulmates and seekers of light. Welcome back. If you've journeyed with us all the way to Chapter 8, you are truly ready for the next level. The beautiful challenge of building a lasting and vibrant soul relationship. You see, finding your soulmate isn't the finish line. It's the start of an incredible new adventure. Your lives together. A soulmate relationship isn't some perfect fairy tale without challenges. Instead, think of it as the ultimate training ground for your spiritual and emotional growth. In this chapter, we're going to dive into how to keep that initial flame burning bright, how to balance your differences, and how to align your goals so that your union becomes a powerful force of light for both of you and for the world. Let's start with a core concept. Your relationship is a mirror. Your soulmate is your greatest spiritual mirror. They aren't just here to make you happy all the time. They're here to accelerate your personal growth, gently showing you your blind spots and hidden wounds. We all want peace and harmony, right? But in a true soul connection, friction is not only inevitable, it's essential. It happens so that deep-seated patterns can finally come to the surface and be healed. So, when you face a conflict, instead of running away or pointing fingers, try this. Ask yourself, what fear of mine is this situation bringing up? This one simple question shifts your focus from your partner back to yourself. It opens the door to self-awareness and most importantly, to empathy. It transforms a disagreement from a battle into a shared opportunity for healing. Another vital point is respecting individuality. A soulmate connection is a union of two whole individuals, not two halves, trying to complete each other. It is absolutely crucial to maintain your own identity, your hobbies, your friendships, and your personal goals. This mutual respect actually strengthens your bond because each of you is free to grow on your own path without the fear of losing the other. You have to avoid that dangerous trap of emotional merging, which can easily lead to codependency. True, deep connection happens when two whole, independent people choose to be together, not when they have to be together. Now, let's talk about something really exciting. The joint mission. Soulmates often come together to accomplish a purpose that's bigger than just their personal happiness. When two aligned energies unite, they can create a powerful light that radiates far beyond the couple, touching their families, friends, and communities. Sit down and talk about your passions, your talents. Discover those areas of common interests where you can collaborate. Maybe it's a creative project, a social cause you both care about, raising your children with a certain consciousness, or simply creating a home that feels like a beacon of peace for everyone who enters. Try setting aside a little time each week or month to dedicate specifically to this shared purpose. Creating these habits not only strengthens your bond, but also raises your collective vibration. It gives your relationship a direction and a deeper meaning. A powerful way to support this is through shared spiritual practice. The power of praying or meditating together is a pillar that supports the harmony of the soul. Just imagine meditating hand in hand, praying for each other, or simply sharing moments of conscious silence. These simple acts strengthen your energetic and spiritual connection in profound ways. What's more, this shared practice can attract spiritual guides and mentors who will accompany and guide you on your journey together. Ultimately, experiencing soulmate love is about consciously and actively nurturing the flame. It's a daily practice. Here are a few key things to focus on. First, conscious communication. This means speaking your truth clearly and lovingly, especially when you're hurt. Avoid judgment, ask curious questions, and listen with real empathy. Second, daily gratitude. Make it a habit to thank the universe and your partner for their presence in your life and for all the lessons you're relearning together. It's so easy to take things for granted, but gratitude keeps the magic alive. Third, embrace the new. Keep exploring together, learning from each other. Maintain that sense of curiosity and mystery that you had at the beginning. Never assume you know everything about your partner. And finally, be aware of your energy. Practice affection through gentle touch, warm glances, and genuine tenderness. These habits aren't just superficial gestures. They are the very essence of soulmate love. Think of your relationship as a precious plant that needs to be watered every single day with presence and intention. Remember, this sacred union is also an invitation to serve others. By aligning yourselves in a shared purpose, you become a quiet beacon of light, illuminating the paths of those around you. Serving together strengthens your bond, amplifies your vibration, and ensures that love continues to flow not just between you, but through you and out into the world. So, let's quickly recap. Use conflicts as a compass for personal growth. Define and commit to a shared purpose. And nurture your connection every single day with conscious communication, gratitude, and presence. Now for a practical exercise. Take a moment soon to have a deep conversation with your partner. If you're currently single, you can do this as a journaling exercise, writing down the qualities you desire in a partner for this kind of shared mission. Ask yourselves, what mission would we love to accomplish together? What's one concrete action we can take this week to start shaping that vision? This kind of dialogue opens up incredible pathways to harmony and co-creation, solidifying your love while expanding its spiritual dimension. If this chapter has inspired you to build a powerful and conscious union, please leave a comment below telling us what purpose you'd love to co-create with your soulmate. Your stories inspire and strengthen our entire community. And if you're enjoying each step of this journey, please remember to like this video, share it with friends who are also seeking true love, and subscribe to Spiritist Light Journey so you don't miss what's coming next. In Chapter 9, we'll be entering a challenging but transformative phase. navigating karmic challenges, and integrating the shadows within a relationship. It's all about preparing you for a mature, wise, and truly unbreakable love. Until then, I wish you much peace and light on your journey. Hello, courageous and determined souls on the path of evil. For those of you who have journeyed with us through self-discovery, inner work, and healing, you know that a true soulmate connection is so much more than just superficial happiness. It's a profound school of growth, where challenges and trials are actually invitations to awaken the deepest parts of yourself. Today, we're going to dive into how these obstacles, which often feel like difficulties, are in reality precious tools for our evolution. They are karmic tests, the hidden movements of our shadows, that when we face them with courage and love, guide us toward greater spiritual maturity. Every soul relationship brings old wounds and unresolved patterns to the surface. These might be inherited from past lives or stem from our earliest childhood experiences. These lessons often show up in an accelerated way, demanding our attention and resolution. If you feel like you're constantly repeating patterns of abandonment, emotional dependency, jealousy, or a need for control, please know that these are manifestations of karma calling for your healing. The relationship hasn't come to punish you. It has come to offer you a powerful opportunity for transformation. The key is to see these difficulties as pages in a sacred book, where every chapter is a chance to grow beyond your old limitations. A karmic pattern often feels like a vicious cycle that just keeps repeating. You might see it not only in your own life, but also in the history of your family. A series of frustrating relationships, painful breakups, or a persistent difficulty in forming deep connections. To break this cycle, the very first step is to recognize the pattern. For example, if your core wound is rejection, you might find yourself reliving that same pain with different partners. The situations might look different on the surface, but they trigger the exact same underlying hurt. It's so important not to judge or blame yourself for past mistakes. True learning comes from awareness and making a conscious choice to change. The mantra to hold close here is recognize, accept, heal, and let go. Another crucial part of this journey is integrating our shadows, a concept from Jungian psychology. Every trait that we reject or try to hide within ourselves often gets projected onto our partner or shows up as a major challenge in the relationship. That tension, that irritation, those conflicts, they are often just reflections of these repressed parts of us. For instance, maybe you get really annoyed by your partner's stubbornness, but if you look deeper, that irritation might be an invitation to acknowledge your own resistance to change, or an insecurity you don't want to admit to. To work with this, practice what I call loving self-confrontation. First, acknowledge the shadow. You can say to yourself, this is a part of me that I don't fully accept. Then, accept it with compassion. I am human. I have limitations, and I have things to learn. Finally, learn to communicate with vulnerability. You could say to your partner, when I see this behavior, I realize there's a part of me that hasn't integrated this lesson yet. This process of owning your shadow releases heavy energy, aligns your vibration, and promotes a deep healing that will ultimately strengthen your relationship bond. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest challenges: maintaining unwavering faith during the trials. Spirituality teaches us that everything happens in its own perfect time, but our human ego loves to question, demand, and fall into despair. When a crisis hits, or you face what looks like a setback, remember that this is often the phase of your greatest learning. Resisting what's happening only blocks your manifestation and reinforces the pattern of doubt. The secret is to practice surrender with both confidence and courage. You can say to yourself, I trust the process of the universe. These trials are an opportunity for purification and growth. Strengthen your faith daily with affirmations like, I am resilient and I evolve with every challenge, or everything is unfolding at the right time for my evolution, and the light of my soul illuminates the path, even in the shadows. By trusting and letting go, you create the space for healing and transformation to happen naturally, without resistance. The greatest proof of a true soulmate relationship is the ability to accept each other's shadows, as well as your own, with unconditional love. When difficulties arise, try to see them as opportunities to practice compassion and deep understanding. True love is the love that becomes a bridge, that lovingly welcomes what still needs to be healed in both of you. Doing this, you fortify your bond, turning it into a powerful force for mutual transformation. If this spiritually enriching chapter touched your heart, please leave a comment with a word or a phrase that symbolizes your decision to grow through your own trials. Share your journey so that others can be inspired by your strength. Remember, this stage, as challenging as it is one of the most precious in building a mature and conscious soul relationship. In our next chapter, we will celebrate the final journey of the legacy of this profound love and how to expand its light out into the world. Until then, I wish you so much peace, faith, and courage on your evolution. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on this beautiful journey. Hello, dear seekers of light, and welcome. Today, we arrive at the grand finale of our profound journey together. This is a moment to reflect on the legacy of soulmate love and how to extend this beautiful, powerful energy into every corner of your life. If you've walked with me through each step of this path, healing old wounds, setting clear intentions, creating supportive environments, nurturing self-love, facing karmic challenges, and strengthening your partnership, then you can be absolutely certain of this. You have beyond just manifested soul love. You have transformed your very essence and expanded the light you carry within you. This final chapter is a celebration of your victory. It's a celebration of your ability to create, to love, to evolve, and to leave a positive mark on this world. Because, after all, true love doesn't end within the relationship. It begins there. It spreads like a current of light, contagiously inspiring others to also embrace the vibration of pure love. Let's talk about the true legacy of a soulmate relationship. The greatest gift a soulmate connection can leave is you a bank account full of fulfilled wishes or the perfection of every little detail. No, the true gift is in the light that this love radiates for you, for your partner, and for the world around you. This light acts as a silent beacon, gently guiding others towards unconditional love, genuine respect, and shared growth. When a couple lives in their truth, in daily transformation and loving generosity, they become living, breathing examples that soul love is a powerful force, capable of creating profound changes in our collective consciousness. To carry this energy into all of life means making love a daily practice, a life mission, and a real contribution to peace on our planet. This brings us to the idea of love as service. Aligning yourself with soul love also means becoming an agent of light in the world. But how do you do this? You can start by making your relationship a source of goodness and service to others. Remember the law of giving, the universal principle that says, what we give returns to us, multiplied. This is the key to this expansion. Share your love, your peace, your understanding in your communities, in your family, at your workplace, and in your day-to-day life. When you give love, you are spreading light. This not only attracts more possibilities for manifestation and growth into your own life, but it also inspires others to follow this beautiful path. Small acts of kindness, a word of encouragement, a sincere hug, an act of compassion, all of these expand the field of positive energy around you, keeping you in a continuous flow of blessings. Another fundamental aspect of the legacy of soul love is understanding that it doesn't end with physical separation. The connection between souls is eternal. Even if the physical body is gone, the energy you created together remains alive in eternity. Cultivate this perspective of loving spirituality, where material separation is merely a transitional phase. The awareness that your bond is indestructible brings a deep sense of tranquility, security, and inner peace. It strengthens your faith in the continuity of all that you have manifested together. And this brings us to your greatest lesson on this journey, the realization that you are the architect of your own life. Every action, every thought, every feeling contributes to shaping your reality. So, I invite you to take responsibility for your loving path with joy and with gratitude. The script of your existence is rewritten with every conscious decision you make, and that is the greatest freedom you possess. If, up until now, you have dedicated yourself to love, to self-improvement, and to the expansion of this light, now is a time to solidify this attitude. Know, deep in your core, that your vibration attracts everything that you are. So, what's the final key? It's to keep the love alive. The most powerful lesson I want to leave you with is this. Do you want to let soul love be a sporadic, fleeting experience? Make it your daily practice. your constant purpose, your driving force. Create daily rituals of gratitude, connection, and renewal of self. Communicate with your partner with respect, sincerity, and joy. Spend quality time with your family, friends, and community, sharing your light and your love. And always remember, the greatest legacy of someone who truly loves is the inspiration they leave behind. Be a source of hope, courage, and light for everyone around you. As we conclude this journey, take a moment to be grateful for each step, each lesson learned, and each advancement you've made. You are a soul of light who chose to transform your story into a story of love, evolution. Be a living example that soul love is a catalyst for positive change in the world. Your open heart, your daily dedication, and your unwavering faith are the ingredients that build a new humanity, one founded on true, unconditional love. I leave you with one last thought to ponder. What message of love do you want to leave with the world? Whether it's through your actions, your words, or even your peaceful silence, know that the love you have cultivated will have an eternal impact. May the light you have ignited throughout this series continue to shine and expand with each passing day. You are a creator of worlds, a channel of peace, and a living testament to divine love manifested here on earth. May peace, light, and love guide you on your journey. Thank you for sharing this space with me. If this series has touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe so we can continue to grow this community of light together. Until we meet again, in the light of infinity.